Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
And welcome to today's episode of Shadows Over the Borderlands, where we are a few days short, plus a guest. We've got Mike here.
What does it take to not be a guest anymore?
I don't know. I mean, you're part of a main mini-series, so I guess you're not really a guest anymore.
Woo! I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I'm in, guys. I'm in.
Yeah. Good.
Well, hold up. Since we are clearly the next Critical Role, with our massive fan base, they have people that are on for several arcs and so, but they're still guests. So, Mike, you are a guest forever. If we bring you into the main campaign and you are a permanent player, we will refer to you as a guest.
That hurts.
That was quite rude.
I'm joking, buddy.
My feelings were stabbed and wounded and beaten.
No, it's okay. Just get you some
Level
Cheerios.
you up to a VIP.
Don't you mention Cheerios to me.
And let's see, we've got Anna over here, and the DM as a player,
Hi.
and me, Chris, the GM for this Weird West
Referee.
story. Referee. I hate that. That sounds so dumb.
Yeah, you're just GM.
Yeah.
It sounds too sports-like,
Yeah.
and clearly sports are absolutely horrendous. Unless it's esports. in which case-
Gross.
What if it's roleplay sports, where you roleplay the sports in a roleplay game?
I guess technically that would make sense.
Yeah, I guess. Sports tabletops. Go.
We're gonna play
Or
volleyball
no, it's like
TTRPG.
it's like you're roleplaying your character in D&D or whatever game type, right?
Yeah.
And then your character is playing a sport, so you're like role-playing a sport within a game.
Yeah.
Or within a game. You could be playing a TTRPG within a TTRPG that's playing sports.
Yep.
Yep.
That sounds about right.
Sport Inception.
I would like to thank Mr. DM for my facelift. I look nice and fancy now.
You're looking beautiful, babe.
I appreciate it. There's a link in the chat for the system that we're using for this game, Weird West, by Robertson Games. Announcements. Tomorrow we're doing a stream. It'll be Hunt Showdown if people are there, or Hard West 2 if people are not there. The plan.
Regardless, someone will be there. That someone's gonna be Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming. Depends on if other people are around or not.
I'd like to be there,
Okay.
but I have a lawn to mow, child to take to swim lessons.
I
Just
understand.
have the child mow.
Yes, that will be very safe.
I mean,
It's not
just like-
heavy enough to make the lawnmower not turn off.
Just strap some cinder blocks on it, put a seatbelt on, and good to go.
Little kid
You
safe
give some
scissors, you know,
stilts.
strand by strand. Take a while, but it's just that'll get done.
If you have a child, do not do anything that we say.
No. Put out a schedule tomorrow for next week. But stuff's gonna happen. And yeah. Anything else?
Campaign 2 is coming along nicely. For Adventures in Anchorvale, our D&D 5e game.
Yeah.
So that's going to be coming up after this little mini campaign we got going on here. And I, for one, am very proud of me. Go me.
I am also proud of you. Did
Go
good.
me even more.
You did good. You've done good.
We'll be showing stuff off for that later.
Good. Well, before we get into our story for today, I would like you all to roll for your stamina for the day.
Sir.
Please and thank you.
I got a 3.
Nice.
Not better than last time.
Oh, that's where it was. Got a 4.
You rolled
Got
a
7.
2d6 and got a 3. I'm so sorry.
So we add our grit to that, correct?
No.
Oh.
It's just what you roll.
Imagine.
Your grit determines
now
the
I'm-
number of dice you roll.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, for once,
remember it had
back
something to
his
do with it.
actual health.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Congrats.
it's nice to be healthy-ish.
I've had a long trip. My stamina is gone.
Great. Think. Good. Okay. Wonderful. We will begin. We will start with. We'll start with Benjamin.
Uh-oh.
Benjamin Conroy. You are in a carriage. Traveling down the road. You've been in this carriage for several days.
My ass is killing me.
You, yeah. The carriage comes to a halt. There's a knock close to your head. And a voice calls out to you. This is the last stop. Time to go.
And she will get up, legs barely working at this point, butt numb. I'm coming.
You swing the door open, blinded by the light of the morning sun, to the outskirts of a small, dusty western town. The driver looks at you. Welcome to Hope's Ridge, man. Have fun.
I fully intend to.
Good.
Got my bag, got my camera on back.
Yeah.
Ready to face this brave frontier.
As soon as
All the
you
horror it has.
step off the carriage, he just takes off. He's gone. He's leaving.
See ya.
You see a wave. No vocal response.
Up, guess I better talk to someone. Maybe sheriffs or something. I don't know.
Head in.
Guess it might be. Yeah, he's kind of thinking to himself, trying to figure out what the next step now. He's actually here because last few days he's been thinking a lot, but not of what he should actually be doing. And now that he's here, it kind of hits him all at once that he's here. Walking the town.
Okay. Yeah. You walk in, you can see several buildings, different businesses. The nicest of the which is probably the church, because there's people that care about that building. Down the main thoroughfare off to your left, you see like a sign with a badge on it. Clearly probably the sheriff's department. Across from it is the church. Directly ahead of you is what looks like maybe a saloon or bar of some kind. And there is a little crowd gathering outside the sheriff's department.
Well, as a reporter, he's gonna go where the people are, figure out what's going on. So
Okay.
to the sheriff.
We will cut over to Mac.
Okay.
Mac, you sitting in your chair in the sheriff's department, rudely awoken not too long ago by the sounds of the startings of an angry mob.
Mac will just kind of like startlingly wake up, brush off, or like rub his eyes real quick, put on his hat and his coat, and then slowly make his way outside to see what the hubbub's all about.
Okay. You open the door. You can hear several voices. You live in a small town. There's about 10 people standing outside the sheriff's department. They're all talking to each other. You hear bits and pieces of what people are saying. You can hear things some people are saying. You hear Lenora's name. You hear mentions of people being missing. And you hear some people talking bad about the sheriff.
Oh, what's going on here? What all y'all gathered about? For?
One of the men that's close looks up to you. Deputy Mackenzie, we've been trying to find the others. We have concerns. We would like to have a meeting, but we can't seem to find anyone from the council.
Well, sheriff might be over there talking to the whatchamacallit, them company boys that just moved into town. I guess I could go see if he's there. Scrounge up the council.
Okay.
What's your main complaint and gripe?
He looks tentatively around at the mob of people that he made himself the leader of. We're worried about everybody that's gone missing, and that nobody here's doing anything about it.
Yeah. Well, yep, that is a good concern. I know, Lenora, right? Lenora?
Yep.
I know Lenora, she, went missing. The sheriff told me probably nothing to be concerned about, but, seeing as all you fine folk are here, concerned about it, it's worth looking into. I'll like turn around and I'll lock up the sheriff's department since I was the only person there.
Yeah.
And lock it up so that people can't like break into it or anything, and I'll start walking off to wherever I think maybe the sheriff's at.
Okay. As you turn around, you see a face in the crowd that you have only seen in what you thought was a dream.
And he is furiously riding on a notepad.
I'll definitely do a double take and then shake my head and keep walking off,
Okay.
I guess.
Where do you think the sheriff might be?
Well, a number of places. I guess I could check the saloon, but, well, if there's a large gathering here, it's probably not at the saloon. Probably with the company people.
Okay.
Because I know he's been meeting with them a lot lately, with the rest of the council.
Okay. you are aware that they have set up a little makeshift town outside of town. So if you want to head that way,
Yeah.
camp. Out past the saloon, one of the farmers gave them a little spot of land to set up
Okay.
camp in.
Benji's gonna follow the deputy.
Okay.
Kind of write some things and kind of. He's not trying to hide his presence, and then kind of somewhat catch up to him, just kind of finishing taking some notes.
While you guys are walking, we'll cut over to Miss Elizabeth Walker. What are you doing this morning?
Probably. Good question. Going to church?
Okay.
Feels like a church day.
Yeah.
Every day's a church day, to be fair.
So you are in the church. Let's see. Who's with you? Josephine would be there at this time of the day.
Ah, the sister.
Yes, Sister Joseph. It's just the two of you right now. You are aware of the large crowd outside of the sheriff's office, as it is right across the street from the church.
Oh, well. Right, sister, I've done my morning prayers. I'll be right back with you. I just need to check that everything's alright over by the sheriff's office. You know me. Heart bleeds very easily.
Yeah, good luck.
Right, you take care.
You as well.
Gonna go nosy on over because
I think you mean. Is he on over?
Yeah, I think that's what she said.
Oh, I thought you said Mosey.
No, I heard nosy, so I was just going with it.
it's definitely nosy.
You step out onto the front steps of the church, and you see a man you know, because you live in the same town, Mac, and another that you have only seen in a dream, following him out past the saloon.
Right, well, I'll follow, try and catch up with Benji.
Okay.
Because Benji might tell me what's going on.
Yeah, easy enough. They're not walking that fast.
Slide up to Benji. Good morning.
Hey, morning. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing much better now that I've seen your face.
I do have that effect on people.
Right. You do, don't you? That's very true. What are we doing this fun day?
Well, I just got into town, and it already seems like I got a story I'm following. Literally. No, I haven't introduced myself. Benjamin Conroy, Boston Examiner.
You do recognize her from a dream.
I am not going to acknowledge that.
Okay, just making sure we're all on the same page.
Benji, Deputy tell you anything about what's going on?
No, now that I think about it, I did not introduce myself to him properly either. Hey, Deputy, got a second?
And Mac will just turn around and look at you. Yes.
Hey, let's hand out. Benjamin Conroy, Boston Examiner. Nice to meet you. I'm new in town. Reporter. Just kind of looking into going-ons around here.
Mac will just kind of like look at your hand for a second, like just like 2 seconds to give you like a pause that he's thinking about shaking it, and then he'll like reach out his hand, grab your hand, and like firm grip shake it as he introduces himself.
He's kind of wincing in pain a little bit.
Name's Mackenzie Mackenzie Boone. But you can call me Mac.
Right.
Nice to meet you, Deputy.
So
Can you let go of my hand, please?
Oh, yes, sorry. And then I'll pull it back. And in that interaction, if you were paying attention to my hand, I'm wearing gloves, and then my coat's pretty long. But as I'm shaking, if you were paying attention, you might glimpse something underneath that's not normal. I don't know if you
So,
were paying
heading over to
attention or not.
the mining camp, are we?
Yeah. I think the sheriff might be over there, and these fine folk, as he gestures to the crowd that was outside the sheriff's department.
They are
They,
dispersing
well,
as you
yeah.
point at them.
I just kind of like gesture widely.
Yeah.
These fine folk were concerned about something that the department needs to look into. By the way, did you happen to have a weird dream last night?
I've had so many dreams coming here. It was a long trip, man.
All right.
But you do have a kind of familiar look to you. I mean, kind of hard to miss, like gesturing just up and down your body. This.
Yeah. Well, Mac will tip his hat and then just kind of shake his head and then start walking towards the mining camp.
Okay. You walk around one side of the saloon. It is quiet in the building. It's not surprising for the time of the day, but it is also the like hotel of the town. Anybody that's staying here normally stays here in this building. So it's quieter than you would expect. But fields are just starting to get worked. You can see the outskirts of this little makeshift camp up ahead.
Gotcha. I might just poke my head into the saloon as we walk past it, just to take a quick look around,
Okay.
see if I see any other deputies or the sheriff.
You see the barkeep cleaning. He looks like he's the only one in the main room that you can see from the doors.
What's the barkeep's name?
I will tell you. His name
That's one of
is
the things we can ask.
Jonah Zachary.
Zachary. Hey, Jonah, you seen the sheriff around, or Riley, Dale? They around here?
The sheriff was here last night, but I haven't seen the deputies or undersheriff recently.
Thank you kindly. I'll probably see you later tonight.
Sounds good, Mac.
Tip my hat, and I'll continue on.
Going straight to the camp.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to the outskirts of the camp, and a new addition, for you at least, you are stopped by two armed guards. State your business.
Deputy Mackenzie Boone. I'm here looking for the sheriff.
He ain't
I'm
here.
with him.
Just company. Just the mining folks here.
Well, I know the sheriff was planning on coming and talking to your boss, and it'd be mighty helpful, friend, if you could let me know if you've seen him. No reason to be inhospitable.
They had a meeting last night at the saloon, but only us came back last night. The company, I mean. I don't know where your sheriff is.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Yep.
Then, classic hat tip.
Yeah.
And I guess
Oh my
we'll walk
God.
around to where do you think I don't really know where he would think the next location would be. Maybe the sheriff's house?
Yeah. You can try his
Yeah.
house.
Okay. Guess I'd head to his house.
Okay. Looking as you're turning away, looking at the camp, you might say that there was a party here last night. Just that
And-
right amount of disarray that there's the leftovers of a party.
I will like as I'm turning away to like start walk away, I'll do like a half step and then turn back and just be like, hey, y'all have a good time last night? Something to celebrate?
Not us, but those GVMC folks were real happy.
You know why? They find something good down in the mines?
Good as guess as any. They had their meeting, came back, some guy came in and party started. No saying what it
Gotcha.
really was about. Just happy.
Oh, all right. Interesting. Well, thank you again, friend.
Yep.
And then as we start walking away and we're out of earshot, I'll just like over my shoulder at Benji. You hear that, reporter? Might want to write that down.
Oh, trust me, I'm writing down everything.
So you head back towards the main part of town, where some of the homesteads are that are in the town, not out in the farms. Sheriff lives the other side of the church, essentially.
Okay.
As you approach, you hear a familiar voice shouting, "Mac! Mac! Mac!"
Whose voice is it?
It's Dale.
Parrot.
Nope,
It's who?
it's Dale.
Dale? Oh,
Deputy Dale.
yes, Dale.
Where you been?
I was in the sheriff's department, and then there was a large gathering of townsfolk wanting something to be done about these missing peoples. I was looking for the sheriff, so I'm headed to his place right now.
He's like, I was just there. I couldn't get him to wake up.
Yeah. Like, he was sleeping?
I think so.
All right, come on, Dale, follow me.
Okay.
And, I continue to walk towards the house.
Who are these people, Mac?
Oh, this here is a reporter. Name's Benjamin. What? I'm sorry, I missed your last name.
Benjamin Conroy, Bostonian Examiner. Nice to meet you.
I'm Dale Regan. I'm a deputy. I'm in charge of him. He points it back.
Nice to meet Maxpedia. You reach out for a handshake.
He'll shake your hand.
Mac just has like a look of like almost pain on his face at the mention that he's in charge of me.
What are we by right now?
You are on the side of the church, essentially, like walking along the side of the building.
Hey, you guys got a lovely church here, and I do have a camera. Mind if I take a quick photo op of you guys, just real quick? You got that west look.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right, you're not worried about your sheriff?
Oh yeah, wait, Sheriff.
Hey, he's asleep.
How-
He's fine.
How about you practice doing an action shot as I walk by and keep going my way? And Mac's just gonna keep walking.
You know what? Sounds nice.
Dale's
He's gonna drop onto
awkwardly.
the ground. He's gonna drop onto the ground, and as Mac's passing by, he's gonna try to get like the end of his duster and everything, walking off through the town.
Great. Dale stands awkwardly because he doesn't know it.
Betty will follow behind Benji so that she doesn't get caught by the soul taker.
Yeah, great. I like it.
But just follow Mac.
Dale catches
Follow
up.
the leader.
Yep.
It's a little conga line.
Yep. Dale catches up to you, Mac. Have you seen Riley?
No, I haven't. Looking for him too, but figured it'd be easier to find the sheriff.
They both were at that little swindig thingy at the saloon last night, but I only found the sheriff this morning.
Well, I just stopped by the outskirts of the companies, the GVMC's little camp. Security said they weren't there.
They had quite the party from what I heard last night.
Yeah, I could tell some signs. Asked them if they found anything, down in the mines that was worth celebrating. And guy didn't seem to know much.
Okay, well, I'll open the door. And he pulls out a key and unlocks the sheriff's front door. Like, ushers you in.
Yeah. Step in.
You've been to the sheriff's house before. It's very clean, very well put together. Recently widowed sheriff, so no, just him here. And he's just sleeping away in his bed. Or it looks like it, at least.
Okay. Sheriff. Brom. You there? Come on. Wake up.
No response.
Quick question. Is
Yeah.
the sheriff breathing?
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
He's alive!
Yeah, Betty, if you want to take a quick look, examine him. Yeah, he definitely looks like he's sleeping. Breathing's normal. He snores every once in a while, but is just totally unresponsive to people's shouts and pokes and what.
Went straight to bed, right? And there's nothing like he didn't have dinner after he came home. No little snacks.
If you would like to investigate,
Well, I would.
roll me a skill check.
I would like to do a little nosy.
Yeah, you're good at nose. That's a 4. That's good enough for this. You can see, no plates left out, no plates cleaned in the sink. You see, a bottle. It's got some X's on the front of it and a dirty glass on the table. Beyond that, it looks like he came home, had a nightcap, and went to bed.
Sniff of nightcap.
Yeah, it smells like alcohol.
Right, well, if he ingested something, it wouldn't have been here. I presume if it's not an illness of some kind, I ain't a doctor.
Yeah, I think probably a doctor might be a good idea at this point.
You think?
Don't think that's normal.
Well, he could have had too much drink. I know the sheriff's been a little bit down since he lost his wife. Wouldn't be too far of a stretch to think so. What do you think, Dale?
I don't know. I've been trying to wake him for like an hour.
Can
That's
can Betty
not
try and
normal.
lift up one of his eyelids? You know how they check if your pupils are responsive,
Yeah.
because you might just be.
Yeah, I'll check. So I'll go up and look at his pupils.
You
His apples.
pull back one of his eyelids, and all you
Yeah.
see are whites of his eyes.
Right. Well, that's not normal.
Well, that's creepy as hell.
Nah, I don't think the sheriff is in a natural state now.
Check his pulse.
You don't say.
Well, he's breathing. You see his chest rising, right?
Yeah, but like
You check
this
his
is already
pulse.
pretty. Fine, I'll check his pulse. Body
Sorry.
here.
You place your fingers on his wrist, check his pulse. It feels faster than you would expect.
Is he breathing normally?
It falters every once in a while, but fairly.
He's not breathing fast or anything.
No. It's like his heart is in a panic state, but nothing else.
Yeah, his pulse is crazy.
Dale, did you try getting the doctor?
No, I went and I found you, so that's where we're at.
Well, can you go get the doctor?
Ah, yeah! And he just like bolts out of the room.
And Mac's just gonna like put his hand to his head and just kind of like rub the bridge of his nose and just like pinch it like he has a migraine from Dale. Yeah.
Eyes rolled back in the back of his head.
Well,
Breathing strange. Pulse is high. Maybe he's dreaming?
I ain't no doctor, but this ain't normal.
If
And
Betty
the sheriff
tries
was
to
a
pull
healthy
up
man.
his mouth, is his tongue okay? Does it smell weird? Does it smell like he's been poisoned?
Yeah, I mean, his tongue's normal. No, weird smells. While you're
Poking and prodding.
poking and prodding around his mouth, make me another skill check.
Just a little tongue sniffing.
This is
Okay.
a health examination.
With a 2, you don't notice
Can I?
anything else.
Could I use my magic that I got
Yes, you
add-
can.
to use
Yeah.
my medicine bag?
If you click on it, it'll roll your extra features. Yeah.
Oh, does not have an item named medicine bag.
Yeah, that one. There you go. So you got a 7. Great.
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 There is a weird lump under his pillow on the left-hand side of his head.
Let's have a little look-see at that.
You
Or-
just stick your hand under there, or are you gonna?
No. I will grab the bed cover, whatever he's using for a bed cover, and just use that to lift the pillow up. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't want to touch whatever's under there.
Okay. You lift the pillow up, and you see a small little hand-sewn bag made of a dark, like linen, frayed at the edges, tied with a bright red ribbon, tied closed.
What you got there?
Right, nobody touched that thing. I believe we may be experiencing a little bit of witchcraft of some sort.
A little bit of heresy, potentially. Betty's gonna use her skirt to try and grab the little pouch with the fabric
Wait.
so that she's not touching it.
Say witchcraft?
Potentially, I believe that could be one of the things that requires a little strange satchel that puts people into a deep slumber that terrifies the living daylights out of them.
You are able to pick it up carefully without physically touching it, your skin. Yeah.
I need some sort of handkerchief or something a napkin could do.
Does the sheriff have anything laying around here that would
Yeah,
work?
there's like used cloth napkins on the table if you would like to go grab one.
I'll grab one for her.
Alright.
Sure.
I'll move the little satchel into the napkin. Just bring it over a little bit closer. Does it smell like anything?
It smells like earth and decay.
Rat. Well, that ain't right.
Well,
I think we should see Flattery about this. He might know a little bit more about. She just waves her free hand. And
Excuse
I
me,
don't
man.
have
Do
a
you happen
word
to
for
be a
this.
detective? Because you found that pretty nicely.
yeah, wouldn't you? I'd make a great detective, wouldn't I? But
I mean, you seem to be doing a pretty good job so far.
Yeah, they should hire me. Except I'm retired. So, you know.
That's fair.
Might pick it up as a hobby, you know. Or what's it called? An amateur sleuth? Be great at that.
Busting through the door comes Dale and the doctor. I got him.
good. Doc, take a look at him. He don't seem right.
Pulse is abnormal, breathing irregularly, eyes rolled up in the back of his head, weird witchy shit.
Huh? Witches? What?
Betty will pocket the little satchel into her pocket with the napkin. Her skirt has pockets. Because
Never mind that. Don't. Just take a look at him. Let me know if you can do anything for him.
The doctor comes over, does a little bit of checking around. I don't. How long has he been like this?
Presumably all night.
I mean, his heart rate high. I don't want to give him anything to try and wake him. Give him a heart attack. That'd be worse.
Well, check his eyes.
He does the same thing. He like recoils. It's like what? Why? Why?
Never seen anything like this.
Well, not all together. Individually, yes, but like the eyes, usually you see in people that are catatonic, but the heart's racing, his breathing's hitching. It's like he's got 3 or 4 things wrong with him all at the same time. Not normal.
Yeah. Well, I think we can both agree on that. And he'll just kind of like chuckle like nightly. Well, Dale, Doc, one of you should probably stay here to monitor him. And I'm gonna go look into who he last was talking to.
Okay,
See if I can't find the undersheriff as well.
we'll both stay here. I'll keep the doctor safe.
You do that, Dale.
Don't tell me what to do.
Right, Doc, in your professional opinion, how bad would it be to move him?
I don't know. We probably should just leave him here.
Really
before, Doc. But where did you study?
Here and there. Around. When people got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a real doctor.
Yeah, I figured that one.
I was a
Hey,
medic.
Benjamin Conroy, Bostonian Examiner. Nice to meet you.
Go away.
Why'd you say your name was again?
Nothing. I didn't say. Please
You
leave.
might want to stop talking.
What's the doctor's name?
Reagan. Reagan Lonnie.
Right. Benji, meet Reagan Lonnie. Lonnie, meet Benji. Lonnie.
Why'd you tell him my name?
Betty.
Why are you so scared, honey? Absolutely nothing's wrong with telling you. The darling little reported that you're just a quack. Can't see how that would fire back
Benji
on
just
you.
has a big, stupid smile on his face, notepad in hand, ready to write down whatever he says.
It's just shaking his head. Like, Betty, you could have just left it well enough alone. Okay,
In
the man
Betty's
is just
profession.
trying to make a living.
Right.
Just because we call him a doc doesn't necessarily mean he's a doctor. Okay?
And
I was a medic
take
I'm
what-
doing
in the
no
We
war.
take what we can get in the West out here, okay? People
I
with
mean,
enough
no
skills
harm.
is slim and none to none out here already.
But
Yeah, I
I
guess
do
that's
believe
fair enough.
people should at least be aware of the kind of doctor skills.
Well, he has more skills than I do in that regard, so I still respect his opinion on such matters.
Betty will bite her tongue. Right, you are. Right. Well, I believe we should go see some expert or professional in the matters of. I believe we should see an expert or someone who knows what they're
Right.
doing.
We don't need to be talking about that here. And Mac will just start walking away. That seems to be his MO, you know, I'm just gonna stick to it.
I
Dale
have no idea what is happening. Goodbye.
Dale calls out to you. Good luck.
Thanks, Dale.
Gonna hurry behind Mackenzie because stuff seems to be happening with him.
You've left the sheriff's house.
Betty? Why are you here again?
I couldn't leave you both alone now, could I? Right. Well, did Sister Josephine mention where the fodder was earlier?
No. But he usually shows up later in the day. The town does a afternoon service.
Normally. It's because they're not as devout.
When it cools
That's
down.
okay. That's okay.
I'm not sure, but I
doesn't judge.
think you're judging them.
I don't judge.
The afternoon
Yeah.
service is cooler.
Yeah.
When the sun goes down.
Exactly.
The church's sanctum. It's always cool.
Okay.
Magic churches. Yep. Always cool. AC in the
Maybe
west.
made of stone.
So I take it you believe the father might be able to help us figure out what that little satchel is.
Presumably. I pulled the string off the pouch myself, but I don't trust no witchcraft. It might be untethered the thread.
Yeah, that makes
I don't
sense.
know. I just don't trust it. She pats her little pocket, just ensuring that it's there.
You don't trust it, but you keep it on your person.
Well, I don't trust it with Dale. I mean, Deputy Dale, who I hold in the highest regards and respect.
Yeah,
As I do with
as
you,
we
Deputy Mac.
all do. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I hold the entirety of the sheriff's department in high regards.
Does Benji detect bullshit?
Yes. Yes, he does.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna grunt at that comment. I agreed with you on the Dale, but when you said the whole sheriff's department, I grunt. Very disapproving.
I wonder why.
Probably because I'm a member of the sheriff's department.
Nah, it couldn't be that.
No way! Betty would have never said that if she knew Mike wasn't.
Okay, where are we going?
I'm just here for the fun.
Well, we either go talk to the folks that last presumably saw the sheriff in a lucid state, or we go talk to the father, see if he might know anything about this satchel.
That would make
Might
sense.
be.
But I think maybe the
Want to
satchel.
flip a coin?
Sure.
Okay, flip a coin. Go for it.
I have no money.
Well, Benji, you have money. You have paper money.
You can flip $1 for it.
Mac and Betty have coins and know that paper money's useless here.
Oh, sugar. You'll be
Thought there was
fine.
You can just do 1d2. I think.
Oh yeah, I could do 1 and then a D. There are no D's there. Oh, there
Are
we
we
go.
saying one's the head or two's the tails?
I don't know. You didn't decide. You're just flipping coins
Just
now.
flipping coins.
Heads is the father and tails is the company.
1 for father, 2 for Grand Ventures Mining Company.
Yeah. I rolled a 2. I don't know if you were rolling it. As
I
the
don't
GM.
care. No, you
Oh,
guys
okay.
do it. So you go into the GVMC, boys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's tails. Guess we're going to the GVMC.
Do you want to give them an excuse for why you're visiting again? Because last time they didn't want to let you in because you're not part of the company. Do you want to let them know the sheriff's absolutely occupied?
I'll tell them what they need to know.
Yeah,
And
tell him the
that's
sheriff
this.
is
And that's this, and then he'll like brandish his badge a little bit. He'll it was a little bit hidden by like his collar of his coat, and he'll kind of pull it over and like brandish it more so that's more apparent.
a
Right.
lot duller than I expected.
Should
Polish
typically
it.
gets you in the door. Well, maybe I will after this. Just on your recommendation, Mr. Reporter.
Don't mind me. I don't mind your little trinket being a little bit filthy. I think it absolutely exemplifies the spirit of the department.
Okay.
I'm
So,
not sure, but someone seems to be a bit passive aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder
This
why.
happens.
I wonder
Mac
why.
just brings out the side of her.
Okay. Walking through town. A voice calls out to you, Mac. Did you find him yet?
Yep. Working on it.
When's the meeting happening?
I'll let you know personally when I find out.
Okay. Sorry to bother you.
I have this absolutely devious urge, to say something, to arrange something, you know, bring the town together. I'll give you time.
Well, if you want to go and organize a town meeting, you do that.
I don't have to organize anything, honey. I mean, deputy, who I regard with high respect for your authority and your title.
I'm just gonna kind of whisper into Max ear. I don't think she really trusts you.
What makes you think that?
Reporter's instinct.
Well, you must be spot on.
I do take my job very seriously.
Okay. You have made it back to the camp. The same guard greets you again. What you doing?
I really need to talk to your boss
About what?
about the meeting last night. Don't worry, I already got approval from the sheriff. He said that I'm allowed to come in here. See this badge? I'm one of the deputies of the town. You let me on in and we'll be okay. These two are helping me. They're all right too.
I'll go get Gerald.
All right, you bring them here. That's fine.
Yeah.
Benji's gonna kind of work on his deputy stance.
The guard walks away into the town. Little camp. Enters the big fancy tent and is gone for a little while. The guard, and a very well-dressed man that you, Mac, would recognize as Gerald Winters, one of the reps for GVMC that's in town, heads over.
Gerald Winters.
Sir. So, deputy, what can I help you with?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about the meeting you had last night with the sheriff. And, the rest of the town council was there too, correct?
Yeah. I mean, those that are still around, the mayor and sheriff and your undersheriff
Yep.
and
Deputy mayor there?
the little mousy woman.
Yeah, Loretta Walters.
Oh, yeah. She was there too.
All right. Anybody else there at that meeting?
Well, it was me and May, my partner, and the guards, and the barkeep, and one of those bar ladies. That was about it.
Okay. That seems to check out. I just want it. So, when the sheriff was there, he seemed healthy, correct?
Yeah. I mean, we were enjoying a good meal. We had brought in some fancy foods from, out of town. Stuff you guys can't get here. Just whining and dining.
Yeah. Well, what was the premise of your meeting?
Oh, we're, trying to buy land. We're over here at GMC. We're here to explore and develop and build and operate a mining enterprise that produces essential metals for all the community safety and safely and responsibly.
Buying a lot of land to do so, aren't you?
Yeah, we gotta, get all them minerals, all the ores. Gotta get them where we can.
So, Mr. Winters, by all accounts, the last time that you saw the sheriff, he was happy, healthy, and
He was a little drunk,
alive.
but yeah, he was good.
Okay. Is there anything strange you might have found in the mine lately, or any odd happenstances going on?
I mean, we've made several recent discoveries, yeah, but nothing I can share
Right.
with the likes of you. You know, company secrets and all.
Any of these things might adversely affect the town?
Nah, I don't think so. We're pretty safe.
You don't think so?
Well, I mean,
So,
the findings weren't here in Hope's Ridge, so I don't see how that could have affected the town.
what location were they found in?
One of our locations outside Dolan's Crossing, I think it's called. We got our biggest operation up there.
Okay.
Yeah, they do seem to be having similar issues to here. Could have wider ranging impact than you think.
Well, I did take note that seems like y'all threw a pretty big party over here
Yeah,
last night.
the finding was very integral to our company's goal. We're working on locating and developing technologies to harvest these new worldly materials as we find.
New worldly materials.
Yes, sir.
Care to elaborate?
Oh, the whole big thing 10 years ago changed everything. Steel's not the same as it used to be. Copper's not the way it used to be. Hell, dirt's not even the way it used to be.
Yep. I remember. Well, I don't. But I've heard.
Was the sheriff at the party with you last night?
Nope, that was just us company folks. Gotta keep morale up.
Yeah. Did you see who the sheriff left with in the salon last night? I heard he was with a kindly friend.
Well, him and the deputy sheriff lady left at about the same time, but I don't remember anybody else.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Winters. Thank you so much. That certainly helps. Benji dear, could you turn to the side of me for a bit, please?
I could not hear a word you just said.
That's because I actually moved from the mic. Right. Could you come over to the side of me, please? I need to catch my breath and take my medicine, and you have them on you.
Oh, yes, of course, ma'am.
Thank you so much, darling. As you will.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Mac will stay and just kind of like make small talk with Mr. Winters while
Okay.
I guess they have their sidebar.
Okay.
To try and distract him, I guess.
Sounds good.
I don't want you telling this to Mac, but if the deputy and the sheriff disappeared at about the same time, well, the deputy disappeared and the sheriff's now catatonic. I don't want to say that the sheriff's department's a little bit hinky.
It was the deputy mayor.
Deputy
As
mayor,
a note.
right?
Yeah. That was
Sheriff's
my
department
bad.
is still hinky.
Oh, great. That's fine. I'm just making sure that I was clear about who I was talking about.
Yeah, right. Maybe
deputy mayor had a little, late night visit with sheriff. And somebody stole him away. Or the deputy mayor dropped the little satchel and practiced witchcraft, in which case we should not trust the deputy mayor or the sheriff's department.
Well, considering I got here like an hour ago, I'm just here to report on stuff. So I mean, you can spitball ideas at me all day, but
I want you to
I
write it
can't.
down.
Yeah, I'll take some sub notes for you.
No, you're gonna take a note that you are not gonna trust the mayor, the deputy
Not
mayor,
gonna
if we
trust
find them,
the mayor.
the sheriff if he wakes up for any reason other than something that we understand.
I mean,
Don't
I think the sheriff's kind of the victim in this case so far, but
Right, but if he wakes up from something that is unnatural and potentially witchcraft based, he could be possessed. In which case, don't trust the sheriff. Mac will trust the sheriff because he's a deputy. So don't trust anybody. Basically.
I let you know, I trust no one, not even myself.
Right.
That's why I have
So
2
thankful
copies
for
of
that.
notes.
Beautiful.
I don't trust that I won't go back and change something, you know?
Beautiful. Right.
I
I'll
don't even
remember
trust you,
that.
ma'am.
Good. You shouldn't. Don't trust anyone and then you'll be safe. Good talk. Benji will be fine. Probably.
I'm gonna
Alright,
finish taking
well.
some notes about how the town is falling into paranoia now.
Correct.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Winters.
Ah, yeah, of course. Here, take this. And he pulls a bottle out of his coat. Tries to hand it to you.
Oh, no. No, thank you, sir.
Are you sure it's a gift?
No, I can't take gifts, but if you wanted to make a donation to the town, you're more than happy to.
Does Benji see this?
Yes.
I'm going to like very blatantly, loudly scribble what I see right here.
Okay. Oh, all right. I'll hold on to it. You're missing out, though.
Well, I appreciate the gesture, but I cannot accept that gift.
All right.
It might give townsfolk any ideas that I'm not being unbiased.
Oh, we wouldn't want that. No, not at all.
Right. Of course you wouldn't.
Oh.
Well, you have a good day, Mr. Winters.
You as well, deputy, and others. He turns and walks away.
The bottle is different from the bottle that the sheriff had, right?
Yes. This one was way fancier looking.
Great. Could have kept it. Would have been great evidence. There was something hinky going on. Or a great bribe. If you needed to get back in.
So it looks.
I need a
Wait,
gift.
Once we're out of earshot of any mining company members.
Yep.
Yes. So I'm no expert. Okay, I actually kind of am. But that was definitely bribery, and it sounds like the sheriff is all for it.
It was the same type of bottle
No.
that the sheriff had? Oh.
It
Okay.
so the sheriff's bottle, probably came from the saloon. A round, dark bottle. This one was a weird square shape, like fancy glass looking bottle.
Gotcha.
Clearly
The
costs
other one had
money.
3X's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. I just wanted to make sure that
Yeah.
they weren't. I didn't miss something.
Nope.
I didn't pick up something incorrectly.
No, you're good.
The sheriff ain't that type of man.
But he
He's
was
good and respectful.
here partying with them, right?
It's part of the sheriff's duties to know his constituents.
The meeting happened
Yeah.
at the saloon
Mm-hmm.
that the sheriff was part of. The party happened on the campgrounds, and
Oh,
he told
okay.
you that it was just the company people at the party.
Oh, okay. Misheard that.
That's fine.
Well, Betty, you said the father might know something about what's going on with the sheriff.
Potentially.
I think keep hitting a dead end here with these GVMC guys.
I wonder why.
And without more evidence, I do not have a reason to go busting down doors. So, let's pursue some other avenues.
We could ask Roderick if he's seen anything. I wouldn't trust his word with a grain of salt, but he typically gets away with things. Mainly because he's an unreliable witness.
Is that the bartender?
He's a town drunk.
The town drunk? Oh.
Yeah. Roderick Stone.
Yeah, I mean, if you can understand what he's saying half the time, we could go ask him questions, but I mean, last week he told me that the goats stole money from the bank. And when I went to go ask the banker if he had any goats stealing money, because, you know, goats seen worse, weirder things. Goats do like eating paper. Oh, we don't have paper here.
Nope.
Have
JK,
you ever considered?
I'm going down a stupid spiral that doesn't even exist.
You're good. I mean, goats
Anyways.
eat tin cans, so why not coins?
Right. I thought maybe on the off chance these goats stole from the bank, but the banker told me there were no goats, so Roderick ain't very good source material.
Have you ever considered that a drunk might be more metaphorical in his sayings, like a squid isn't a squid, or a goat isn't a goat. A goat could be a person that looks like, maybe they have a mustache, you know? Maybe it's like a goatee, or maybe they.
Kind of like
I'm not
that
gonna say it.
that good book you're so fond of.
Right? What about the good book?
Oh, well, you were just going down that line of metaphors and things not being what they seem and writing them down and stuff, so it made me think of that book you always like to read.
I do like to read that book. It has quite a good few lessons if you learn to read a little more in between the lines and
Look,
mull
I
over
like
the words.
plain speak. I don't want to have to guess at what I'm
Of course
reading.
you do, Deputy. I wouldn't believe for you to be one for crap.
You gonna finish that thought?
No, I've been raised well. I have my manners.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You two have a great relationship.
Where are we going?
Church.
Roderick or the father? Church? Do another D2 roll?
If you want.
I think maybe the church.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
All right. I say we go to the church then.
Miss
Wonderful.
Betty here seems to know a little bit about the witchiness, and if she thinks someone knows more than her, then might be a good idea.
Witchcraft. I
just think it's witchcraft because it looks like witchcraft and it smells like witchcraft, and if it
You think
looks like
anything
quacks
out
like
of the ordinary is witchcraft.
that
If
is
someone didn't
incorrect.
tell you how a gun worked, you'd probably think it's witchcraft. That
That
man
is
just shot a
incorrect.
magic wand at somebody. Oh no, he's dead now. Witchcraft.
Right, well, I don't believe in guns most of the time, because why'd you need to shoot someone? You know, it's do not kill, you know. Don't
It
commit
certainly
crime,
is
don't commit
impolite
larceny,
to
don't
kill
commit...
someone. Unless
Very
if they
cool.
shoot at you first.
Why we should take these people down, put them to the table, and have them have a normal, civilized conversation. Potentially over a cup of tea
Mm.
and a little piece of pie. What I would do for a pie right now.
Ah.
Speaking
Missy,
of pie,
you were born
I have this.
in the wrong place.
Speaking of pie, I have this perfect pie just ready for somebody to sample, Benji. I've been thinking of making a pie for so long. I actually made one.
You know what? For
this
some reason, I
morning.
have been craving pie the last like.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I can't remember. Times kind of ran together the last few days.
Yeah, why? I wonder why.
You're not gonna do anything witchy to it, are you?
I don't practice no witchcraft.
Okay, just making shit.
I wouldn't trust that either, by the way.
I don't, but
Good.
I would like some pie.
I have a piece of pie specifically in mind for somebody starting with a name starting with a B for some reason. Wild guess why that might be.
That sounds oddly suspicious, and I'm actually kind of trusting you.
It must be some kind of feeling that you get from potentially having it in a dream once, you know? Maybe we made...
That doesn't sound right.
Maybe we, in another life, maybe we made a decision that I would feed you pie.
Are you gonna feed me pie now?
No, we're going to church, honey.
Oh.
Take me to church, I'll worship like a dog.
I worship
Nice,
like
guys.
the pie.
Okay, to the church.
To the church!
To the church.
The best space in town.
We're just walking up and down.
You're just walking up and down the main drag
Back
of
and
town.
forth. And then anybody observing or watching, like, because, you know, every time I walk up and down, I get yelled at by someone, hey, what's the progress? They're just like, is Mac just walking back and forth from one side of the town to the other side of the town, pretending he's doing work?
Not gonna lie, that's exactly what the townsfolk are thinking right now.
I gotta get my exercise in. That's how I stay lean.
Okay, church it is. You have entered the church. You see Sister Josephine, and some townsfolk sitting, doing their own individual prayers and whatnot.
Gonna take a picture from the doors up towards the podium.
Okay.
I'm gonna be sure to try to get Betty in frame.
Betty is still looking behind Benji.
Okay.
She will continue to move away whenever she sees a camera pointed in her direction.
Yeah. That's it. You people, Sister Josephine, church.
Honestly, haven't been to church in a while.
It's a very nice church.
Since what happened to Ma.
What happened to your mom?
She fell down the stairs and we couldn't go for a while.
Ah, well, that's very
And then we just kind of
unfortunate
forgot.
event. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, she's fine.
That's good.
Betty's looking up at the ceiling for a bit.
Well, guess I'll walk into the church and see if we can't find the father.
He is not currently here, but you do see the back of a head that you do recognize.
Who's that?
It's the mayor,
Lee
Lee Gardner.
Lee Gardner.
Yep.
Ooh.
Is
Yeehaw.
sitting
Jinx,
and
1, 2,
praying.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This is gonna be a really
Okay.
boring game.
You owe me inspiration.
Okay, great. You have an inspiration now.
I can't use.
Okay, well, guess I'll walk up to him.
Okay.
Mayor Gardner.
Ah, Matt. How are you?
Morning. Not such a great one so far.
Ah, you as well? He looks
Yeah.
to
How about
very,
you tell me about yours?
well, you know, Lenora's still missing. A couple kids went missing recently. Loretta's sick. So, you know, it's one of those
Loretta's
days.
sick. What are
Yeah.
her symptoms?
She's throwing up and just doesn't want to be around people.
Oh, that sounds
Interesting.
awful.
Blames it on the food we ate last night being too rich for her.
Well, noted. I hope she gets better soon.
Me too. It's a lot of work doing all this by myself.
Yeah, so there's a matter I do want to bring to your attention. The sheriff is also indisposed.
Oh.
Yep, and he's not feeling so good. I got Dale in the dock tending to him right now. But there is a matter of the townsfolk. They were up in a little bit of uproar this morning. They want us to do something about the missing folks. And been trying to look into some, couple different things. And since you're here and I ran into you, I'm just curious your take on the situation.
I think it's time we do something. Yeah, not just a couple runaways like I had hoped. Can set up a meeting. It'll just be me and Josephine and Riley. See Riley?
I have not seen Riley. I was looking for her too.
Oh. Well, we can have a meeting here this afternoon. At least us, and I guess you'll cover the sheriff's department then?
I suppose I will.
Okay. What is wrong with the sheriff?
Well, I don't want to go into too much details on letting you know how he's doing. But let's say he just, went to sleep and he's alive. Just
Seems a
not
little sickly.
very responsive. Yes, he's very under the weather, can't get out of bed right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I suppose I'll go check in on Loretta too. See, maybe if it's the same kind of thing that's happening with the two of them.
Okay. I mean,
Don't mind that.
yeah, no,
Yep.
I'm sure she'll be glad for. Nah, she won't be glad for visitors, but you can do it anyway.
Yeah, she won't have much of a choice in the matter. But while I was looking into what might have happened to the sheriff or why he's not feeling so great, I did talk to Mr. Winters about your meeting last night. Is there anything you want to divulge with the department
Oh,
for what
I mean,
happened?
the sheriff's aware, but
Right, but he's
indisposed,
indisposed right now, so yeah.
Uh, they're looking to buy some land off the town. They're giving a pretty penny. I don't know if I want to follow through.
Gotcha. Well,
They're quite set on convincing us, though.
can't say I don't blame you for being hesitant. Their motives seem a little sketchy to me, but I haven't had too many conversations with them. Very closed about their intentions. Just sell you the same line over and over.
Not wrong about that, boy.
Yep. Well, so you want to have the meeting a little after noon?
Yeah, I'll have these people help me spread the word. Well, we'll have the meeting here. Better than outside the station. Make it a little less aggressive of a meeting, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But yeah, anybody you come across, let them know.
I'll do that, sir. So, by the way, have you seen the father?
Yeah, he's in his little office back there. I talked to him a little bit ago.
Thank you kindly. I'll see you in a few hours.
Sounds good.
Hey, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh yeah, this is
Name's
Benjamin.
Benji, new to town. Looking to just get a look around here. Mac's cousin.
I didn't know you had a cousin.
Me either.
Well, figuratively.
Well, nice to meet you, Benjamin. I'm Lee Garner, the mayor of Hope Creek.
And I am a very weary traveler right now.
Wonderful. There's rooms available at the Salute for you.
Thank you. I'll take a look at it.
Great. I'm gonna go get ready for this meeting.
Just as a side note,
Yes.
Benji's full name is Benjamin.
Yes.
What's the last name?
Conroy.
Yeah.
Conroy. Okay. And then Betty's full name is
Elizabeth
Elizabeth.
Walker.
She walks.
Yep, she is a walker.
Yep. She has 2 legs that she uses for the purposes of walking.
I wanted to add it into my notes because I feel like it's very in character to formally introduce someone with their full name.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go.
I keep forgetting. I only remember the nicknames.
Okay. I'm enjoying that you guys randomly walk up to people and only introduce one of the three of you.
That's because two of us live here.
That's true.
Okay, sorry.
As we
Next.
get out of earshot of the mayor.
Yeah, he's leaving, so yeah, he leaves
Okay.
the church.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got a bad vibe and didn't want to tell him I was.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea to not tell anybody around here that you're a reporter.
Yeah,
How
now that I
about-
think about it, I am getting these anti-reporter vibes right about now.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Well, if I can be perfectly honest with you, I'm not a big reporter man myself. But for whatever reason, I have a feeling like you're gonna be sticking around to the bottom of my boot for quite some time.
A lot of people say that about me.
And if we want to go with the story of you're my cousin, you're shadowing me because you like to see what deputies do, maybe that's a better story for the rest of the town.
You know what? That works. That works.
Also, while we're at it, probably shouldn't tell folk that you're not from around here.
And
And then he'll like in a quieter tone, i.e., you're from the east, beyond the veil.
he looks at his clothes. About that. I think I may stand out a little bit.
You could just be from a town, few towns over.
I'll be from up north. How's that?
That works. You're my cousin from another town far away, west of the Vale, and you're here visiting, trying to see if you want to be a deputy yourself.
Sounds solid to me.
Cool? Okay. Also, do you know how to use that? And I'll just gesture to your pistol.
I have gone shooting with my sister once. That is all I have to say on the matter.
All right. As long as you know how to use it.
Simple point and click interface.
Yup. Just don't fire it in my direction.
I do not intend to. I really hope I do not have to fire it. It was just
Good.
kind of recommended to me for protection.
Whoever recommended it is a smart man and or woman.
Actually, it was various people, so yeah. a group.
Good.
Well, before we
Let's
go
go
talk to the father, let's take a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be back in a little bit, or you can stay here and talk to the audience.
I need a snack.
I still have my fries.
I did the wrong thing, guys.
What did you do?
I had nothing. We're good now. I fixed it. BRB.
I hope everyone out there is having a great day.
What did you get? Did you get a snack?
I got a cup of raisins and peanuts and a Pop-Tart because I also saw that.
Good, good. I was judging your choices. What flavor Pop Tart?
Strawberry.
Fair enough. An acceptable option. I don't even know what an unacceptable Pop Tart is. What kind of Pop Tart flavors are there?
How you guys
Pop-Tart
doing?
flavor.
Hello.
S'mores
Good.
are great.
Ooh,
Pop-Tarts.
cinnamon sugar pretzels. I'm
It needs
just
to be
gonna
a
have
Honey
look
Nut Cheerio.
Oh my
at
goodness.
Banana Pop Tart bites, Snickerdoodle. I love Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle is great. What? Let me see where there's no honey flavored Pop Tarts, so there is no worry. Lemon
Okay.
Grove.
Guys having fun?
Yeah,
Oh no, I'm absolutely hating everything.
Okay.
it's nice chauffeuring around the deputy.
Yep.
We're just leeching on.
Yeah, basically.
I know.
Benji's trying to take in everything right now. He's new here.
I feel a little bit bad because I'm mainly the one talking, pushing stuff in a direction, and I'm like, am I being the hog?
No.
No,
You're doing great.
this is character.
This
Yeah.
is
That's
Don't
what
worry.
I tell myself, but I don't want to forcibly be the main character,
right now,
I think it
either
works right now.
Betty or Benji speaks. It's like, why are you asking these questions? But if you have the deputy sheriff ask these questions, well, that's understandable.
Yeah,
You know?
that is true.
And also, if you don't speak up, they don't question why you're there or if you're listening in.
That
Yeah.
is very true too.
You're doing a very good job of distracting all of the other people from the fact that you've got 2 tag-alongs.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I am enjoying it so far.
Good.
Yeah, me too.
Glad. A little narrative heavy, but whatever.
Yeah. I just hope
Nothing
that
wrong with
we're smart enough to figure something out eventually.
No. Lower your expectations.
You're meeting the town. You're learning the lore of the land. Come on.
Yeah.
Having a little gander. Having a little walkabout. Doing a lot of walking.
I haven't pulled out the red eyes yet, so you're good.
You know, we could be classed as pedestrians. People who walk.
Yeah. Yep.
Walkers even.
Well,
Welcome to
the funny
Keller.
thing is, detective work back in the day was literally just, let me go talk to this person, ask them one, maybe 2 questions, and then when you're done asking those questions, you're like, okay, cool, and you take them at face value. And then if
Yep.
you don't get anywhere from there, you're just like, all right, guess I'll just go back to the sheriff's department, hit a dead end.
That's it, we're
And go
done.
drink some
Yep.
booze.
Guess that's it. And it wasn't like overly complicated, and then most of the time the sheriff just kind of sat there and literally was just essentially a hired gun formerly there to protect the town if any ruffians showed up and you had to defend their property.
Well, we did find something major at least. The doctor is a quack. Do not trust him with your life.
He's not a quack.
He's a
The
medic,
quack.
which I love that narratively he's just only has medic experience, because back in the day, that's if you had someone with a little bit of medical experience, that was a doctor.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
Fully trained and qualified doctors were very rare.
Well,
That's
Benji is
what
from
we
the east.
Yeah, which is very different than the West is.
Betty's judging him because he can't solve the sheriff's problem. What even are you if you can't do your job right, deputy? I mean, doctor.
That's just rude. So you guys ready to talk to the father?
Sure.
Lordy, lordy, yes I am.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at Betty. Just like, do you mind doing the talking here?
I mean, I do have the a little gift.
I
Sheriff
don't
received?
do well when talking to the father.
Yeah, no, I figured.
You know how you get up under my skin sometimes?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, well, imagine that times 10 with him.
Wonder. Right, you ready to go in, or are we just standing around a little bit longer, having a little bit of luck, admiring the ceiling?
Mac will just like gesture after you, like, you know, a sarcastic gentleman gesture.
Benji, be a
Tips
doll
cowboy
and turn
hat.
off your
As much sass
Turn
as
off
there
your
can be
camera.
in a physical interaction.
The camera doesn't turn on. There's not power.
How does Betty know how cameras work?
I don't
She
know.
thinks they catch souls.
I mean, that's
Probably
literally the
turn
only
it
way you
off.
can explain it.
It's exactly what it does.
Turn off the soul catcher.
You never know when you might need a soul to catch.
Right, but not in church. If you could put it
Distasteful to steal souls in church.
away.
Well, I don't really have any place to put it. I mean, I don't have a place I'm staying right now.
Right, can you put it in your bag?
I mean, it's kind of there.
Right.
You just gotta
Let's
hang it
not
off the
take it
side
out.
there. Don't want to break it.
Right, well, don't go about using your camera.
I can make no
Right.
promises. But
Yeah,
I
we
have
sent
been
you
very
out of the
respectful so
church.
far, ma'am.
Alright. She'll give a very long look at Benji. We're taking a step forward to the door.
Okay.
And she'll knock politely because, you know, she has manners.
Ah.
Benji is very tempted to take a picture of her right before she knocks on the door.
If you want to, do it.
I
Contested
will
skill
not do it.
checks.
I'm good right now.
Okay.
I don't want to stir the pot just yet.
Just yet.
Yeah, yes, come in.
She'll open the door.
See?
Morning, Fodder, or afternoon.
Well, I guess it's an afternoonish, yeah. Come, sit. Father Luca sits at a desk, and there are many chairs in this room that you could choose from to sit in.
I'm gonna sit by the door.
Okay. How can I help you three today? Good to see you, Betty, Elizabeth, Ms. Walker.
Betty's fine, Fodder. We need a little bit of your expertise, if you will.
Oh, okay. How can I help?
Betty will take the thing out of her pocket and just unfold the napkin by the very corners, her fingers away from it. We found this under somebody's pillow recently. They've not in a good state, so we assumed it might be something. The doctor didn't have a clue about what was going on with the person, so we hoped that you might have any idea about what might have put something like that there, or what this might do, or if you've seen something like this before.
May I see it? He reaches his hand out towards you.
Right, but I wouldn't recommend touching.
Oh.
I mean,
What?
if you go right ahead, Fodder. You actually know better than I do, and she'll just push it forward
Wait, what?
by the corners.
Uh, he he grabs it and picks it up, just inspecting the bag and the ribbon on it. Where did you find this?
Under somebody's pillow. They're currently in a catatonic state. Elevated heart rate, a little bit of stuttered breathing, eyes rolled back, unresponsive.
Interesting. You see him, he like starts to untie the ribbon around the top of it, pulls the bag open a little bit, and is, like, looking inside. Oh, this is quite disturbing. She's like just kind of like carefully digging through the bag. This looks like what I would expect a hex bag to be.
We'll throw an "I told you so" look at back real quick.
So this is a hexy sack.
Yeah. If you must. Yes.
You must.
Who is the afflicted?
The sheriff.
Ah, yes, that's not ideal. Toss. What do I know about things?
You know what they're called. That's far better than anybody else around.
Well, I mean, that's not too hard to figure out. It's someone wanted ill on someone else. Yes, I think let us go out here. He ties the bag up, stands up, and kind of like ushers you out of the room.
Cool.
Do you know how to reverse the effects?
I have an idea. We shall test it right now. Yeah, we just need use of the fireplace in the other room.
Mm.
Yes. Yes.
Fire.
He walks over to the fireplace, says a little prayer under his breath as he lights it, and would you like to do the honors, or shall I?
You know, better than us.
Okay, and he tosses the hex bag into the flames.
Yep. Unsurprised.
It immediately catches flame, and a burst of dark black smoke poofs out of the bag, and you swear it takes the a shape of a vaguely feminine figure before you hear a wailing scream. And I need you all to make a grit check, please. Ah, good job, guys.
Fairly gritty.
I'm so proud.
Thanks.
You all, this wail hits you like almost like a physical wall, but you withstand it. The father doubles over and screams, and then kind of just collapses on the ground, and that's it.
Ow.
Is he alive?
Mac will like run over to the father's side and be like, "Father, you okay?"
That was most painful. Did not expect the backlash. Whoever did that is very full of malice.
Can you stand?
Should we go check on the sheriff now?
Yes, here, and he like holds onto your arm as he stands up. The sheriff should.
Which one?
Mac, who came over.
Which arm?
Oh, either of them? The one closest to him? He's not
Not
picky.
a specific arm. Okay. We will make note.
The right one. There, Happy. Stands up. The sheriff should start to recover. I doubt it'll be instantaneous. Level of... It was much stronger than I expected. But, as a note to you all, these things are targeted. This bag would have only affected the sheriff.
Do you know who could have possibly made this foul object?
I mean, there have always been stories of the cult of the Outworlder, but I know none that claim to be of their rank.
Thank you, Father. Something just occurred to me. I need to go.
Okay.
And then Back will make sure he's okay, like, as something occurs to him, and then he's gonna run off.
You just want to drop him there? I need to go. Drop.
Well, not drop. I mean, I'm gonna help him up. Obviously, he's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
and I'll like pat him on the shoulder, make sure he's good.
Yeah.
Kind of do like
I get it. I just like my visual.
and then like an idea just pops into his head, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta go." Something else that occurred to me.
Father finds a seat. Go. Do what you must.
Yeah. And Mac's gonna start heading to Deputy Mayor Loretta's house.
Okay.
And like gunk on the bottom of his boot, I'm right there with him.
Great.
Betty will follow, but she will actually, give a little excessive bow to Father for his great divine powers in removing that. Clearly.
Yep.
And then she'll follow.
Okay. So you're going to Loretta's house?
Yep.
Okay.
Because the mayor said that Loretta was sick too, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You make it to Loretta's house. It is small, kind of like single room building in town. You know exactly where it is. Looks windows and shutters are closed. About all you can tell from the outside.
I'm gonna knock loudly on the door and just, Miss Loretta Walters, Miss Walters, are you in there?
There is no response.
Miss Walters. I'll wait, call a couple times, more times, and then I'll see if it's unlocked.
The door is locked.
Okay. Does she have a back door?
Probably not.
Does she have a window?
Yeah.
There are windows, yes. They're like the shutters are closed, and there's one on each side of the door.
Because Mac's in a highly concerned state and knows what happened with the sheriff, and in his head he thinks that the same thing happened to Loretta, so he's gonna be ballsy and punch through her window.
Okay. Okay. You just are you gonna move, like pull the shutters open, or just
Oh yeah. I'll open the shutters. For
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Just karate chop it apart.
I imagine does she have glass on her windows or not?
Yeah.
I guess
So there's there's wooden shutters, like storm shutters, on the outside of
Yeah.
the house that are locked, that are closed.
Yeah. I'll open those.
Okay.
And then I'll break through the glass, and if it's close enough to the door that I can reach in and like open the door without having to climb through the window, I'll only break a little small part of the
It
window.
is not close enough to reach the door.
Okay. Then I'll just climb through the window.
Okay. You punch the glass of the window, it shatters, there's broken glass everywhere, and you just climb through.
Oh, I love this pot. And I'll follow in after him.
Yeah, be a little careful as there's broken glass everywhere. Max doesn't seem to notice all the broken glass, but you can get through just fine. It is a single room kitchen, like studio building. You can see a figure on the bed off to your right, and the kitchen area off to your left.
Miss Walters.
Still no response.
Go over to them.
As he's going over, I'm gonna take a picture of her.
Okay.
Take a picture of who?
It says a figure, right?
Yeah, there. You can tell that there's something laying in the bed. It is occupied.
I'll take a picture.
Okay.
See, for later use.
Yeah.
Betty will just peer out through the window and... Benji, could you just open the door for me, please?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, you're dull.
Unlock the door.
I will
Okay.
walk through the door.
Great. You approach Loretta, or what you assume to be Loretta. What do you do?
I will check under her pillow to see if she also has one of those weird bag things.
Okay. I need you to make me a skill check, please.
Okay. Ooh.
Lucky for you, your hand is not flesh and blood. You feel something strike out at you as you pull up the pillow. It
Oh.
hits your hand. Feels like teeth may have tried to sink their way into your hand.
Okay, what the hell was that?
In the dark, you can see vaguely the shape of a snake.
Oh. I'm gonna grab it.
Make a fighting
Try
check, please.
Okay.
What if the snake was...
So I
What
have
is
a
your-
2 fighting.
Here, okay.
Yeah.
So you're good. You grab the snake.
Okay. I'll grab it and then I'll hold it dangling, like I'll have it held right behind the head.
Yeah.
So the only thing that's like whippling around is its tail.
As you pull it out, you get struck again. And nothing happens because your arms are not flesh and blood. But you see that this snake has in fact 2 heads and 1 tail.
Oh. I guess I'll grab the other head with my other arm
Okay,
and then hold them.
great.
And then
Easy enough
I'll
to do.
turn it around to the other 2 and I'm like, y'all ever seen 2-headed snake before?
Dumbfounded look on his face. He's gonna slowly raise the camera. Flash.
Great. You have a picture.
You have a picture.
Yay!
He's got to develop all of them, and then I'll tell him what the pictures are.
Oh boy.
Anybody
There's a
else
shadow
think it's
behind
weird
those
that There's a snake under her pillow. And at that, I'll just like, since I have both heads in the hands, I'm gonna, like a wishbone, tear it apart.
Great. Okay. Good.
Poor snake.
Pretty
What if
metal.
we could have talked to it?
What? You're gonna talk to a snake?
You never know, it could write. Traffic.
You tear the snake in two.
Does it keep wiggling? Is it still alive?
Yes, it does.
Oh.
You see the part that lost the tail part where, wishbones don't break evenly, of course. Starts to grow a new tail.
Oh.
I would like you all to have some fun with me here for a minute as we're gonna go to the desert even though we're not actually here.
Oh boy.
I meant to write down took picture of two-headed snake, but I accidentally put took picture of two-headed snack.
Yes. Snacks are always better. Don't worry about it.
That's
You
what
need to
Chris
cut off
always
their
thinks I
heads and then
say
just roast them.
when we find snakes in hunt. Snacks.
Yeah.
Snacks. And he's like, snack? No.
It is a snack.
Snacks.
Okay, so let's activate this scene.
Let's do this.
Get some beasties out here. Move camera, whatever. What the hell's going on here?
I feel this is gonna be the hardest fight in the entire campaign.
The snacks campaign? Snacks fight? Snacks fight!
Yes.
And then...
You didn't bring enough snacks for everyone, Chris.
Can you guys
Only
see?
two.
Yes?
Yeah.
I still haven't brought
Yes.
my gun, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit behind and just watch, politely.
That was a lot of snakes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lots of
I was not
snakes.
ready for this. I'm sorry.
You didn't expect us to fight snakes?
Not really.
See, we should have talked to the snake. That would have totally avoided this.
No, I just wasn't expecting you to come here. It's fine.
Always expect the unexpected.
I know, I should have. Okay, Mac. You are currently holding 2 full-grown snakes. It is your turn.
Now, Keith,
Well, both my hands are occupied.
Yes, they are.
So, is there anything in the room that I could put them in to, like, trap them?
You could try and find something in the kitchen. If you wanted to. There is probably a jar of some kind that you could put them in.
Okay.
Or at least
That's-
one of them.
That's what I would do.
Okay. So make
Right.
me a skill check to find.
Okay. My skill is 0, but I rolled a 5.
Great. You find a jar. It is currently full of oats.
Oats. Hey, Betty, can you dump this out so I can throw one of these in there?
sounds like a waste of votes.
B&B.
Why are you guys crooked? What did you do? Oh my
Everyone was
goodness.
doing it.
Okay.
I gave it a peer pressure.
Great. Okay.
God, I need to move. I'm gonna choke.
So you will hold to stuff a snake in a box. Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay.
Yes.
Snake, go. Snakes can do one thing. Super exciting. Snake will try and bite you. And fail miserably.
Do you have disadvantage because I'm holding them at the heads?
They literally can't hit you right now. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Betty, it's your turn.
Yes, it's my turn. Where is this? Can I get to the little
Yeah,
box of
just
oats?
here. Let me.
Are you gonna show the box of oats?
This is the building you're in.
Beautiful.
The kitchen
Um,
is over here.
Oh, I'd be over
Okay.
here.
Yeah, and I'll move the snakes.
Okay.
So I mean, Benji is closer to the kitchen. I don't know. Is there any other box around me?
To fit a snake in.
Yeah.
Make a skill check.
Yes, sir. I can do that. I know how to do that. But I don't know how to do anything.
What'd you get? A 3? You can find a box.
I found a box. Right.
Yes.
I will pick up the box,
Okay.
and then I will come over and bring the box
Okay.
here.
Would you like to try and stuff something in the box, Mac?
Yes, please.
Okay. Surprise! Snake.
In the box?
Everyone
Yep.
loves a little snake snuffing.
There's a snake in the box.
There's a snake in the box.
Oh my goodness. It's terrifying.
Maybe I should just take the body and
Close the box that already has a snake in it and put it down.
Well, that's up to Betty. Betty, what do you do with the snake in the box?
I mean, I'm gonna close the box.
Okay.
Okay. Probably gonna throw the snake out of a window at some point, but for now, I have a snake in a box. Great, that's the end of my turn. Yep.
Okay. Benji, what would you like to do?
Well, I was going to take a picture, but seeing as there's too many snakes in this damn house, is there another kind of jar that I can see there's no snake?
Yes, there is a glass jar on the table to your left. It currently has flowers in it, but the bottom is just full of water. No snake.
I will get a snake in it soon enough.
We'll find out. We'll grab that thing, throw out the flowers, dump out the water. I don't want this poor snake to drown. And then rush it over to Mac.
Okay.
Summon the snake.
Rush
And
over.
Whenever he puts the snake in, I'm gonna flip it over and put the top side on the floor so it can't get out.
Okay. Mac,
Yeah.
would you like to stuff a snake in the jar?
Yes, please.
Okay. Snake goes in the jar.
Give it the old
Give us the
flipperoo
jar.
and put it on the ground.
Great. You have trapped one snake.
Beautiful.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, go
The
Benji.
snake in the box isn't trapped?
Well, I mean, technically, yes.
Mine counted.
Technically, yes, this snake is trapped as well.
Okay.
You have one loose snake in your hand. Snake in jar's turn. Betty's turn.
Great. Is there any other empty or, well, full but easily emptied object where we can stuff another snake in?
You can see several jars of. There's the jar of oats that Mac found in the kitchen, and a couple other dark glass jars also.
I'm not gonna trust the dark glass. I will go to get the oats.
Okay. You get the
I
oats.
will dump out the oats and
Okay.
see a snake.
No snake in the oats.
No snake in the oats. Great. I will put the oats. I'll put the snake into the oat box.
Okay, great. You have
Beautiful.
officially trapped 3 snakes.
But there's more.
No,
Are
well,
there more?
no, not right now. You can act
yeah.
outside of initiative. Do whatever you want.
I wanna examine the snake in the jar.
Which one?
The snake in the clear jar.
Okay.
The
I
one in
will
the
do the
vase.
same.
The one
That one's clear.
that was in the vase is one of the ones the Mac tore in half, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You take a look at it. It is very slowly growing a second head.
Benji's gonna take another picture of that.
Great.
Um, this is some weird
Is it
shit.
like a normal looking snake with 2 heads, or is it a specific looking different snake with 2 heads?
It is a normal looking snake except for the fact that it is growing a second head.
And the fact that it replicates.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
tear it apart.
Yes.
What if there's like a snake summoning charm here? Or a snake summoning hex?
Benji will assist in searching the house.
Okay.
For any sort of hexy sacks.
Wonderful. Whoever is going to do some searching, please roll me a skill check.
I think Benji should do it.
That's a 4.
5 for Mac. Okay.
Yeah.
Betty, are you gonna help?
Oh yeah, I was thinking only one of us was rolling.
Oh no.
of
Yep,
course.
you're good. Okay. So the 3 of you combined, searching this little studio house. Mac would have found in the inside of the fireplace, there's a little ledge, and you found a hex bag sitting there.
You can open those and have a look what's inside now.
Would you like to look inside?
Otter said it only affects the person that was targeted for it. And nobody's gonna target us and put it in the res.
Yep. I guess I'll look inside and then I'll like hold it out too so that Betty can look inside at the same time
Okay.
as me.
And Benji's going to take his camera and try to get her right in the way.
This one is tied with a black ribbon. You untie the ribbon, pull open the bag. You see inside some hair, looks human, tied around 2 snake skulls.
Is the color of the hair the same color as the deputy mayor's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, right. So it has to be someone who can access the homes or sneak into the homes, and then some kind of way to get the hair.
And we should probably burn this, shouldn't we?
Yep. I'm gonna take a look at the Bazoo. We should take one of the snakes and see what happens to it when we burn the bag.
Agreed.
Is there a fireplace here?
That's where the bag was hiding.
There was a little ledge was.
Okay.
Benji, you wanna light the fireplace? I'm gonna check on
I'll be glad to
Right
electrify.
who I assume is on the bed.
She dead?
I don't know. Is she dead?
Yeah, I'm gonna check her. I can't check for a pulse. That's
Yeah.
a handicap.
Use
I'll
your
see if
nose.
she's breathing or anything.
Her chest does not rise and fall, but you feel like air exits
Lord.
her nose.
Lower my face.
Yeah.
like sideways and hear anything like real close to her face?
You hear strain real hard. You hear some hissing.
From her?
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna
Oh,
recoil real quick and back up.
Hey, Mac, that five's ready.
Throw that bag in there, quick.
Get lost, Seka. Oh,
Yeah.
throw it in.
Throw the bag in. All of the snakes in jars in the box, you can hear squeal and screech as they too burn. Looking at Loretta, you hear that same noise come from within her as she also burns,
Oh man,
as the Hexbeck burns.
we just killed her.
Also, the house is on fire now.
Oh
Oh.
Because
no.
you lit a human-sized bonfire in a small building.
And just gonna
boy.
take a couple step backwards towards the door.
Glad that's open. Oh boy.
You got a fire brigade here?
Town.
Yes, the town is the fire brigade.
Right back. Fire! 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 I'm just gonna start running. Whoever will hear me.
Yeah, immediately upon hearing that, you see people coming out of their homes, out of random buildings, and starting running to the well with buckets. This town is well prepared for this situation. They make a line and start throwing buckets of water on the fire.
You will mesh into the crowd of people who are going to the well, going with a bucket towards the building, just like I don't know what's going on, but helping put the fire out.
Yeah.
Benji will also assist.
Mac's also gonna be in the line.
Okay.
He'll probably be at the end near the house.
Yeah.
Throwing buckets. So.
It takes a little bit of time, but you will, and the townsfolk are able to.
Mac might also be trying to throw buckets, like running into the house, braving some of the fire to throw buckets on her.
Okay.
Just to try to like save her, and if after like the one or two buckets, I might try to grab her and take her out of the house.
When you go to grab her, her body just kind of falls apart. Like you grab it and it basically just turns to ash as you try and pick her up.
Cool. So she crispy. Okay. Well, then I'll run back out of the house and just continue to throw buckets on the surrounding areas so that none of the other buildings catch fire either.
After some time, you're able to put out, or at least contain it.
Mm-hmm.
Got embers and smolders still within the building, but it is contained after some time.
Okay.
The town, all of the folks that came to the brigade kind of look to you and like, what do we do now, Mac?
Oh. Thank you all for reacting so quickly to very tragic event. We'll talk about the events that happened here and some other events at the town meeting. That should be
Right about now.
yeah, I'll look up in the sky. Right about now. I just need to make one pit stop, and I'll see you all there.
Gonna
Sounds
check
fun.
if the sheriff's alive.
The meeting's in the church.
There we go. Townsfolk start heading to the church, leaving you three behind outside of Loretta's house.
That was
So-
much worse than I expected.
Yeah, that was not great.
No,
But hey,
I need to
you
check on the
destroyed
sheriff
something.
because,
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
you know,
Hopefully he's not bursting into flames.
right. My guess is hopefully not.
Does that
But-
mean a
Yeah, I feel
promotion?
we probably would have heard something by now.
Loretta sounded like she had snakes inside her,
Right.
and
I've heard a snake in my boot, but that's ridiculous.
right.
Right.
I have had a snake in my boot actually, so it's not that ridiculous. Before. If you can believe it, I put my boot on and did not notice. There was a snake in my boot.
Why am I not surprised?
I don't know. I feel if he keeps saying that, something copyright's gonna happen.
No, I said there was a snake in my boot, not there is. Right? See?
Right.
It's all about phrasing.
Well, we should probably just go to the sheriff.
Okay, you make your way to the sheriff's house. As you approach, you see stumbling out of the house on Dale's and the Duck's arms, the sheriff.
My Lord
Rigsby,
Frat.
are you okay?
I've felt better, but I'm alive.
Yeah, so there's a town meeting going on right now that you should probably be at, and we could talk about what's happened this morning while you've been indisposed after.
Okay. Guess lead on then.
Yup.
They will follow you to the church. You arrive. The entire town is in the church. This is abnormal for Hope's Ridge. The town's not big, but, you know, normally not everybody is getting together in the same place at the same time. The mayor is at the front with Sister Josephine. They see you three walk in, and the mayor waves at you, Mac, to come up front to join them as the sheriff's representative for this meeting. Are we ready? Do we know what's going to happen right now, Mac?
Yeah. So, do you want me to address the crowd for you, Mr. Mayor? Or would you like some hushed words beforehand?
I'll start. I know why they're here. You'll have to fill in the gaps of what's been going on today.
I can do that.
Oh, quiet down. We're going to start this. I know that you're all concerned. There's lots of murmurs from the crowd, like, we're more than concerned.
What are you doing to fix this?
Yeah, exactly. All of those things.
Give us answers!
Well, we're putting together a group to investigate the missing and the weird happenstances around town. The deputy, Mac here, has already been on the case, so he's in charge of this group. you see the sheriff gives like the mayor a weird look back. And I will hand it over to him, but we will find out what happened to all of those that have gone missing. Yeah. He kind of like looks at you and he's like looks real defeated.
Thank you, Mayor Gardner. Everyone, I know it's been very concerning lately. We just had a house burned down. Good job on coming together on that one. And yeah, so there's been some weird stuff since I woke up this morning. You are all concerned about the missing people. I was trying to gather with the sheriff today and led me down this whole weird rabbit hole. Anyways,
What happened to Loretta?
yes, Loretta. She was not found out that she was not feeling good this morning and vomiting, sick, very bad stuff. When I on that same note, the sheriff was not doing so well until recently, and was looking into that. We happened to find. Now, I know you're all gonna be skeptical on this one, but so was I, and we found a hex bag.
What? Magic?
Yes,
There's a
It
witch in the
seems-
town?
that we might have a practitioner in the town, and sheriff was hexed by it. Loretta was having similar symptoms. We managed to save the sheriff from his hexing. And as you can see, he's up and well. This morning he was not able to get out of bed. We thought that Loretta might have fallen a similar circumstance. And she was in fact hexed. And when we tried to do the same banishment process that we did with the sheriff, didn't go so well. As
What did you
y'all
do
know,
to her?
It's not what we did to her, it's what this evil witch something did. Yeah, so we burned her hex bag because we found it. Apparently, they can only be single targets, so if you're not the specific target of these hex bags, then you're safe. So there's good news. Right?
There's lots of murmuring in the crowd. People are confused.
Benji, like wherever he is in relation to Mac, he's gonna kind of gesture to Mac and point to the camera.
Mac's
Like, hey,
just
we
gonna
got
be kind of
evidence here.
distracted because he's like, he's on the spot and he's not like used to speaking publicly. So he's just kind of like rambling and giving out the details because he wouldn't. He's trying to keep the townsfolk informed as best as possible, but he doesn't know how to portray the information to them. So he's just kind of like saying the truth, but also rambling it out. So he's distracted by Benji, and he'll definitely look at you. And I'm assuming you're going to take his picture. He's going to have a real confused look on his face.
Benji's gonna like kind of mime to himself, like pointing to himself, pointing to the camera, and then pointing like outside, and then kind of like doing flame gestures, like trying to mime to him that I have
Just-
pictures of what happens.
You can mouth evidence and hope that you can work it out.
I will be doing that as well.
Yes. For the skeptics, we do have evidence. My cousin, Benji, who is assisting me on the investigation, he managed to take pictures of what happened in Loretta's house.
Show us the pictures!
I gotta develop them.
Show us the pictures!
Is there
I
anybody in
will.
the
Let's
crowd
develop.
who isn't looking angry or believably confused?
You see the two reps from the Grand Ventures Mining Company standing at the back of the church. They do not look confused. They look a little concerned from what you can tell, but they're not confused. You would almost assume that maybe they believe the words that Mac is saying.
That's the only. Okay.
The only ones outside of, everybody else is townsfolk, everybody else is concerned. I mean, the sheriff looks upset, but that's about it.
Because Loretta's dead.
The mayor is crying quietly next to you guys.
Yeah.
Life.
But anything outside of like what's pertinent to our characters and stuff, like so the stuff that happened to the town, Mac would convey, whether it's in a coherent stream of information or not.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
debatable. But he'd try to be telling as much of the truth that seems pertinent to the townsfolk for their protection.
There's lots of questions, a lot of them there aren't answers to, like, who did this? Where are the pictures? Why won't you show us the pictures? Why did you kill her?
Tonight.
How come you saved the sheriff first? Those kinds of jarring shouts from the crowd.
Mac doesn't really have an answer for it. He kind of does for the why'd you save the sheriff first, but he won't divulge that.
The mayor composes himself and kind of steps up. Okay, well, we gotta let Mac get his group together and let him do this investigation. I trust that he will bring us all the answers he can as soon as he can. He kind of like quietly to you says, "Who are you picking for this little posse?"
Well, my cousin, I guess, I don't know how to get rid of him. So...
I'll put an arm around him. Can't get rid of me ever.
Mac will just kind of like look at you, throw daggers at you with his eyes, and then shrug his shoulder to try and get your arm off of it.
And in response to the daggers in his eyes, I'll give him a cocky smirk and back off.
And then Miss Elizabeth Walker has volunteered so kindly to assist in any way that she can.
Okay. Keep it to this. I don't want too many people. I don't want to start a witch hunt in my town.
Too late.
Yes. I
give
just-
anyone authority that we don't.
That's not my intention. I just thought it would be best to inform the town of what's happening.
And he turns back to the crowd. Go home. Hug your loved ones. Just get out of my face. And he just like walks out the side door of the
And-
church.
As he finishes, Mac will like yell with Ed, check for weird bags with ribbons tying them off. Colored ribbons.
People look
Okay,
at you
just
confused, but are
check
like,
your whole house. If
You-
you find one, bring it to the sheriff's department.
look confused, but nod. And like you can see them talking to each other. I gotta look for bags with ribbons. Okay, we can do that. We can do that.
Small sack, about the size of your hand or your palm. Right? That's
Yeah.
how big they were.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now they're gonna use little boxes.
Uh,
Xbox. Expect the unexpected.
the townsfolk start shuffling out. The sheriff and Dale kind of head up towards the three of you. Sheriff. Oh, I was hexed to sleep. Loretta was murdered with
Yes.
magic.
I believe, she was, stuffed, hexed to have a belly full of snakes.
That's disgusting.
Yes, and the unfortunate circumstance was that when we burned her hex bag, it also burned the snakes, thus burning her alive.
One.
And Mac's just gonna like solemnly lower his head and just gonna be real sad faced.
Sheriff just like puts a hand on your shoulder. You did what you could.
Is the father still here?
Yeah, he's kind of off in the corner because he's just like staying out of the way while you guys used his space.
I would like to approach him if I can. I got a couple questions.
Okay.
Hey, father.
Yes.
I got some pictures of what happened.
Ah,
I'd like you to look over them, but I need a place to develop. I need some water. I need a dark spot where no light.
you can use my office. There's no windows in the back there, so it'll be dark.
That'll be perfect. It might take a little bit to do this.
That's fine. I'll be out here, consoling, trying to keep the townsfolk from killing each other.
That's a good idea.
But yeah, the door's open. Go. What you need.
I'll let Mac know what I'm doing.
Sounds like a good idea.
Just come and get me if you need me.
Okay.
But once I get things set up, I can help you out with whatever you need. But it might take me a little bit to get this set up. Benji's just gonna head over to the office and begin making himself a dark room.
Okay. The sheriff and Dale go back to the sheriff's office. They say they'll man the door to gather information for you, Mac. People deliver things.
Well, before they go,
Yeah.
I'd ask the sheriff, was there anything off about your meeting last night?
The dinner, you mean?
Yes.
No, I mean it was the same thing it's been all week and the week before. Try and
Was,
get us to sell off the land of this town.
And I'm assuming you were against selling the land, sir.
All of it. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind selling some land. Town needs money, but they want the town.
Oh. They want the whole town?
Yeah. It's something about what they're looking for is here, under the town. I don't know how they know that, but what they told.
Was anybody at the meeting that wanted to sell all of it?
Oh, council was pretty uniform in their standing. I mean,
Sorry.
it's okay. Riley was all up in arms about wanting to make money, but that's Riley for you. You've seen
Sorry,
her?
what was that again?
Riley was upset with the rest of the council because she wanted money.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen her, sir.
He looks at Dale, and Dale just shrugs. Okay. Well, let's assume she's missing for now. With Lenora and the rest. Don't think she'd do anything nefarious, but keep that in mind.
Will do.
Anything else you need?
Nope. I'll check back in with you when I have new updates.
That's good. Be at the top. Head out. You are alone, minus the father and Josephine, who are consoling random citizens that are still in the church.
Okay. I don't know where to go now.
Have we heard anything about a cult before Guadalupe mentioned it?
You too would be aware of rumors of a cult that was given the name the Cult of the Outworlder. It's mostly from your two perspectives at this time. The cult's name is used in like stories to scare little children. They are seen as the less scary option of the new supernatural beings that exist in the world. There are many in the town that adamantly believe that the cult exists as a real thing. And those that believe that it is just all make-believe.
Is Roderick Stone one of those who believes in the cult?
Yes. He adamantly believes that the cult exists.
I thought he might. Okay. And is there any kind of figurehead that's mentioned for the cult of the Outworlder?
Not in name, no.
Cool.
They're kind of mostly referred to as a nebulous organization.
Alrighty.
Yes, the only other thing that you would be aware of is this is the group that is blamed primarily for the event that occurred 10.
Okay. Alrighty. So we don't have to assume that
the hexing was by the cult, technically. Okay. It could be.
I mean,
Good.
you
Okay.
guys can sit around and wait for Benji to develop his film. Fast forward through that.
I guess,
That's fine.
sure. I guess I'd
Well,
just be
once he gets-
asking people around town, talking to people, seeing if they've seen anything weird, while he's developing his film.
Yeah.
Might as well do some just conversing with peeps, see if I can pick up any, maybe not pertinent information, but just information in general.
Rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people will ask you questions about the people that have gone missing. There's many people that claim that they've heard like bands of people coming in and stealing people out of their beds, and if you talk to Roderick, he'll tell you all about the squids in the sky at the last new moon. Lenora's husband swears that a shadow ripped her from their house the night that she went missing. But nobody's seen, like, nobody that you talk to tells you that they've seen people like sneaking around the sheriff's house or sneaking around Loretta's house or anything like that.
Okay. I guess that should be a question for the sheriff to be like, hey, who's been in your house lately?
Yeah. You could ask him if you would like.
Yeah, while we're waiting for the films.
Yeah. I have a lawnmower outside. I'm sorry if you can hear it. The sheriff. I'm not aware of anyone. I mean, Riley took me home last night. I drank too much. Beyond that, I mean, you and Dale and I mean, the mayor. Not very many people come to my house unless they need me for something.
Right. Well, I have a suspect in mind. Riley's looking very suspicious.
Well, if that's where the clues lead you.
Just because, she had the means and she's nowhere to be found. Now I could talk to the mayor, see what he's talking, Loretta, can't be her. She was a target as well. And I think the person with the most motive is someone that's been in the meetings with the company. I mean, outside of the company being prime suspects as well, but they're pretty tight-lipped. None of them had the means to plant the hex bag, and Riley did. So I will converse with my compatriots and probably go investigate Riley's place. So that's my update. Thanks, Sheriff.
Yep. I'll be here.
Just waiting on Benji's film to get developed.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Well, you running around town, Benji, you would have gotten the first couple pictures done. The first one on your camera it came out a little weirder than you expected it to. It's a weird composite of 3 or 4 pictures that look very reminiscent to the dream that you had a night or so ago. You see a swordsman, the empty night sky, and there's one other thing you took a picture of, and I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Dead body.
Yeah,
One of
the
dead
the
bodies.
zombies, kind of all like overlain, like double exposed, but triple exposed in the same picture.
Ah. Today I took pictures of like Mac walking by
Yep.
church entryway. Took a picture of Loretta in her bed, two-headed snake, the snake in the vase that was growing a second head,
Yeah.
and the insides of the hex sack.
Yep.
So
Oh,
which pictures had the weird dream stuff on it?
it was so the first one that you developed was you had an extra plate to develop
Oh, okay.
that you didn't expect, essentially. Which is the one that had all of the dream stuff on it. It's all together. Of
Even
the
my selfie.
yeah. Of the rest, the picture of the snake growing its second head and the contents of the hex bag both have like a weird green aura to them that wasn't there when you were looking at taking a picture. You captured something you couldn't see with your own eyes.
Go ahead and let those continue developing a little more, and head out to go find the posse.
Great. They're probably standing outside the church at this point, waiting for you.
He's in the church. Why would
Oh,
she wait
yeah.
outside if she can
Good point.
wait
Fine.
inside?
They're in the church, out of the church, wherever they want.
I guess at this point in time, while we're still waiting on Benji, Mac would have a conversation with Betty. And ma'am, if you are going to stick around and help out, I highly recommend you
Again,
get.
Rat.
Yes.
Rat, how did I know you would just tell me that? Wonder why.
But yes, I was thinking of getting something.
And if we end up venturing outside of town, I need to make a stop at the blacksmith.
Would Benji overhear the "you need a gun" portion?
I might
coming
mention
out.
it like right as you're walking
Yeah.
out of your black room.
That's good.
Yeah, and you're a pretty good shot too.
Right, I am, aren't I? I'm glad. I'm glad.
Can I talk to you two over here for a minute? Kind of away from anyone
If you like, we can go to my house.
in the dark room.
Or the dark room, yeah.
Yeah,
Where is the dark room?
the father's
Father's office.
office.
Right. Well, we can just call it Fatty's office. I mean, it's not gonna be your dark room forever now, is it?
Let's just see. So you were mentioning that I look familiar, and we kind of all have that feeling, right?
Yeah.
Starting to come back to me that had a dream and got kind of deja vu with you all. Does it sound about right?
A little bit. There's a few pieces that just don't make sense to me right now, but yeah.
Well, I think I may have the missing pieces to that. Because I'm remembering that I took some pictures in that dream. And guess
Vision.
what's been developed? Open up the dark
I'm
room.
gonna take that as a rhetorical question. And just wait for you to show me.
That's fine. And I'll pull them inside the dark room and show them the very odd images that I believe are from the dream.
Yeah.
Well, here is what I can only assume is Mac standing upon a starry night sky. In
Starless.
the middle of starless sky. In the middle of a desert. Here is a dead hand. That, if memory serves correct, that Mac then pulled out of the desert and then proceeded to attack him.
Knew
Am I right?
there was a reason why I needed to see the blacksmith.
Yeah, and memory serves correct. You did get the crap beaten out of you.
Sounds about right.
And then I remember there was a saloon. Didn't take many pictures after the whole undead situation. I remember a saloon. I can't remember much past that exactly.
You remember walking through a door and getting a weird feeling?
Yeah, I can recall that.
Yeah. I remember getting the strangest chill down my spine. And the utter feeling of rage directed at me.
I just looked to Betty. I think she's right there.
Wasn't me. No, darling. I am far more subtle. I don't do rage.
Anyways, I guess we'll put this on the back burner for right now. But
Well,
here's what I got
I
from.
mean, while we're going down this road, do you remember anything after that door?
I remember some sort of void. Someone
Oh.
that talking to us.
Yeah. I think it was death. Said we were some kind of horseman. I woke up, thought it was just whimsical dreaming. Weird things happen in the West.
Honestly, I didn't really remember at the time. No dreams. But yeah, it's starting to come back to me now, and these are kind of telling me that wasn't really a dream.
Yeah. It's leading that way. Maybe.
I think we'll keep these ones to ourselves for right now.
Yep. That's a good idea. What else you got to show us?
Well, Loretta's house. We got that two-headed snake here, and you see some auras going around in some of these pictures. I wasn't there when I was taking them, from what I could tell. Got the inside of the hex sack. Got Loretta in bed right before you found out that those snakes in her gut.
Yeah. She's glowing green. in this
Yeah.
picture. That's not normal.
No. I've developed a lot of pictures though. That's not normal.
I think your camera might come in quite handy in the future.
I believe so.
Come across any more strange stuff.
Or
Take
any
pictures.
sort of weird ass dreams.
That too. You're awfully quiet over there, Miss Betty.
Uh,
It's
I don't wanna.
contradicting your faith.
Not at all. I believed that the vision was a vision, and I was right. So you're here, and we all saw the same thing. I don't want to suggest it so much, but if Under Sheriff Riley does show up, you might want to
Well,
use
that's
your
that's the
camera
thing. She
a
is
little bit.
now my prime suspect.
Right. But if she does show up, you might want to take a picture. And see whether she's also
Glowing.
Yeah, Betty points from a distance at one of the green aura images.
Yeah.
You never know. Although I must say, don't use it against
It's
civilized people or
if we're
honest folk.
able to apprehend her safely.
If she needs
Now,
it.
if she is the culprit behind these hex bags and getting people out of her way, she might not come in so quietly.
Unless she's a victim or a
She
scapegoat.
could be a victim, yeah. She could be someone who's got snatched up with other people. There's nothing pointing to otherwise. But most of the signs lead to she might be the culprit behind everything. She had the means to get into the sheriff's house. She's missing. It's awfully suspicious. Now, there is one more person that I want to talk to again, and that's the mayor. Because he also had means to the sheriff's house. And he likely had means into Deputy Mayor's house as well. So, but based off his demeanor earlier, I don't think he has the stomach for it. And
Right.
Riley, Sheriff told me that Riley was the most upset about the decision that was made last night about not selling the town to them company folks. 'Cause she wanted the money. And there's one
Does
thing
sound like
that
the
I've
primary
learned.
suspect so far.
Yeah, money is a high motivator. So let's rule out the mayor real quick. We'll go talk to him, and then we're gonna go look for Riley. Okay?
As you say.
Sounds good up to me.
Good.
Maybe
Let's
I can get
go.
a picture of you two together.
No.
Betty, we'll go pick up a rifle from the sheriff's department. Or you want a shotgun? You more of a shotgun lady? Or would you like a
I
six
don't
shooter?
know.
I'm sure the
I-
department can loan you a piece.
Right. Well, I don't know about no 6-shooter. I don't really handle guns much.
You want a 9-shooter?
What about a
Well,
22?
Yeah, we want a Lamont 2. 9-shooter with a shotgun shell in the middle.
Betty's just staring at you for a moment. She's thinking something real hard. She's not gonna say it. She's not.
What am I?
She's gonna request one. but if you could read her mind, you could definitely hear a little. What about a Mac shooter?
Oh my goodness.
Right. That sounds good, Deputy.
All right. Well, we'll make a stop by the sheriff's department, get you a rifle, so you can maybe we'll get you two rightly deputized by the sheriff. Who knows?
I'm
No.
fine without being formally deputized. I don't want to.
We make it a temporary thing. How's that sound?
That actually sounds awesome.
That way no one questions why you're walking around with me.
Right? Is there any other title I could have other than temporary deputy?
What title would please you?
Chief advisor.
Chief advisor to the sheriff's department.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can swing that. I'm sure if we start saying it, it'll be true enough. Day's time.
How it works.
I'm fine with getting a badge.
We'll do that. Cousin Benji.
Okay. Going to the sheriff's department. You
For all
being
Mac knows, Benji could be his cousin.
Yeah, that is very true.
We could all be related.
You being the leader of a posse, you have full authority to divvy out goods as you see fit. Oh.
Okay.
What you need.
We'll get Betty a rifle.
Okay.
So she can defend herself if need be. And I'll eventually want to try and get some plate armor. I don't know if that's not really something the sheriff's department would have.
No.
but-
You'll have to get that from the smithy.
Okay. So that's on my to-do list before I go start looking for Riley, because if she tries to kill me, that's gonna be sad.
Understand.
So I suppose we'll go by the sheriff's department first. Do a quick stop by the mayor.
Okay.
And rule him out as a suspect.
I've given you all badges. Feel special.
Lovely.
Woo!
yeah.
Oh. Parent badge.
Benji will display it proudly.
And yeah. So
Where are you going? Mayor?
well, yeah, mayor.
Okay. You find the mayor heavy in his cup at the saloon. Oh,
Mayor Gardner.
yeah.
Just got a couple follow-up questions. Sorry for the investigation.
Sure. Whatever you want.
Now, you have means of entering Deputy Mayor Loretta Walters' house?
Yeah. I think I've got a key somewhere. No, case of emergency.
When's the last time you visited her place?
Probably about a month back when she was out sick. Missed a meeting. I went to check on her afterward.
Okay. And man, I had a question and I forgot it. So, you didn't happen to go walk her home or anything last night?
Nope. I was the last one here. Kind of like waves his drink around the bar, pointing with it.
And Mac will just kind of like look at the bartender because he's always listening.
Yeah.
And see if he can collaborate.
He gives you a knowing nod. Continues on with what he's doing.
Okay. All right, and I just think I have one more question for you, sir, before I let you continue on with your revelry. Or, drowning of such. But, you, were strongly against the selling of the town's land, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can't really be a mayor without a town.
And, yeah, very true, sir. Can you confirm for me that, Riley was none too pleased about the decision that the rest of the council has made?
Yeah, she was all up in arms about us not taking any money. Gladly, eating their food and drinking their booze, but she wanted the whole kabooey.
Yeah. And, do you know... Sorry, I lied about one more question. I remembered what I wanted to ask.
Yes,
Do you know if, Riley had access to Loretta's place?
I mean, don't you all?
I mean, yeah, that's true. I suppose we do have access to all your places. I just don't keep those keys on me, so I don't really think about it too much.
That's probably smart.
Right. You never know. Someone quick with their hands might take them off you.
Well, we definitely wouldn't want that. Don't need no people sneaking into my house.
Yeah, that being said, have you been back to your place lately?
Oh, I slept here last night. I'll do it again.
That's probably for the best, sir. I think you should stay here for the next couple weeks till we clear this up. I wouldn't visit back at your house anytime soon, because if my hunch is correct, you might also be hexed if you go home.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I'll
And
just
he
pat the
takes a
mayor on
really
his back.
big drink.
I'll pat the mayor on his back and I'll be like, "Thank you, sir, for your time, and you stay safe, okay?"
Okay. Thanks, Mac, for keeping the town in order.
I try.
He kind of like puts his head down on the bar, and you hear him snore.
All right, y'all. Let's head out and find Riley. And I just need to make a quick stop at the blacksmith. And we're gonna go knock on her door.
As we're leaving, Benji's going to take a photo of the mayor from the back.
Okay.
As he's like passed out on the bar.
Yeah.
Mac's gonna quickly put his hand in the way right as you click. So you take a picture of his hand.
I'm just making sure that there's no aura.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll
This is
failed
for
on that.
everyone's safety.
Now that you bring that up, that is a good point. I'm sorry.
Take
I was
another
trying
picture.
I was trying to protect a respectful man's dignity. Doesn't need a picture like this getting out to the rest.
Don't worry, this is just going to be between us. I do have standards, so you'll wait.
Mac will lower his hand and let you take your picture. And he kind of has like a grimace that he wasted one of your films. It was like a gut. It was a gut reaction that his hand went up. It's almost as if it was an unconscious thing.
I'll go ahead and try to take another picture.
Okay.
Hands. Anyone need hands?
No hands.
No.
Betty wouldn't even touch the thing.
Okay.
Is Benji taking a photo of the mayor and catching the bartender in it, or just the mayor?
He would catch both of them. Yes.
Cool.
The bartender's like trying to make sure that the mayor's not gonna die.
Asphyxiate.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good because that is a possibility.
Yep.
Hunched over on a bar.
Yep. Probably gonna carry him to bed here in a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got that picture, so I'll follow him out.
Heading to the smithy.
Yes, sir.
You meet. What's this man's name? Kieran.
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 Cool. That was the name of one of my D&D characters one time.
Right.
Yeah, it was for one shot. Fun facts.
Yeah. The funnest of facts. Mac?
Hey, I was wondering if you could fashion something for me, or if you already had something that might do the trick. I'm looking for a heavy plate metal that I could put strap on my chest and back and on my legs.
Yeah.
Don't worry about my arms. I'm just looking for some,
Yeah.
reasonable armor that I could put on in case, someone else who likes to carry around a sword decides to hit me with it.
Yeah. I can have something ready for you for tomorrow. That works?
Yeah, that'll do.
I mean,
Eh.
wouldn't your chainmail stop the sword?
Do you want anything? I got knives and spears and swords and clothes.
Need
Clothes?
anything?
Coats.
This man here is the best blacksmith around for miles.
The only
Best and
one.
onlyest.
Yes,
Well.
sir.
That joke was intended, but if you have to say it out loud, it ain't funny.
It's funny anyway.
You're
Could
right.
do with a new
Here and here made my sword.
cake knife.
Want a knife? I got a lot of them. He just like drops a pile of knives on the counter. Take your pick.
But he's just gonna rifle through the knives, find what could be suitable to be good for a cake knife.
Okay.
Cake knife.
I have
Hey,
a boot knife.
quick question, Seth. Mind if I take a quick picture of you in your craft?
Sure. Never had my picture taken. He like does a
We're just
funny
gonna try to-
pose.
Benji's gonna kind of give him a model pose, have
Yeah.
him hold like a hammer and knife and stuff.
Exactly.
All right.
Before we leave,
Yeah.
I'll put a down payment for the armor.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Of
Ah.
course.
Trust you in the department would cover it eventually.
Well, I just want you to know that I'm good for it, so here's half of it up front.
I appreciate it. Well, if you need anything else before you head out, let me know. Or you're
Will do.
leaving soon.
Yep. Gonna go chase a lead. I'll be
Oh.
back tomorrow to pick up my gear.
Sounds good.
You stay safe, okay?
Ah, well, people don't mess with me. He points around at all the weapons hanging on the wall.
They'd be a fool to try. I imagine Mac and Kieran are fun.
Yeah.
Good friends.
Yeah.
Because Mac is like the only person in town that has a sword.
Yeah.
And comes and sees Kieran
Yeah.
on a regular basis.
Kieran thought it was real weird when it started, but yeah, he likes you now.
Someone's gotta, am I right?
Is there anything else you guys would like to do before this day is done?
Bring the boys over for some pie.
Ah, yes.
Go to the restroom.
Well,
Just kidding.
Before that, I will take any of the developed pictures. I'll take them with me to Betty's.
okay. Yep. You guys can all grab all the pictures, go to Betty's, have some pie, chit chat. We will end the session there.
Ooh.
Yay!
I would like you all to level up, please, to level 3.
Level
Level
3.
3.
Level tree.
Yeah.
Tree.
Get all your features, add your ability scores. If you're getting magic, talk to me. We can get stuff set up. I hope whoever's in the audience had fun.
I had
If
so
not,
much-
have fun better next time.
Yeah. Next time, I'm sure someone will start a fight that's not with snakes.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I think I have a bone to pick with snakes now.
Try not to start a fight. As long as they don't start one with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they're obviously people that I need to kill. I don't think we're at that point yet.
I don't know. It's up to you. It also depends on who you run into.
That's very true. Hey, you know what? I pride myself on doing something that you didn't expect. We went to
Yeah.
Loretta's house.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to happen first.
Oh,
So it was
Yeah.
fine. I knew it was gonna happen eventually. I just wasn't sure if it was gonna happen today.
Well, I connected the dots
Yeah.
with the sheriff, and then I was like, oh, Loretta was mentioned that she was sick. Oh, shit. I need to go.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I will see whoever shows up tomorrow for some video game.
Probably be fashionably late,
That's
as
great.
always.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And look out for the schedule sometime tomorrow for next week.
Yeah.
We're gonna go raid some people playing D&D. We're gonna go raid Wacko Faction.
Uh-oh.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Look for a schedule tomorrow.
Yeah, schedules.